It's gonna be fast, but if he goes for 5 rounds, I will be ready. I'm fighting there 5 rounds. It looks a little bit weird, but he's a good fighter. But he's their champ, not like just because he's, you know, like because he's Ricos, but he's work hard. He comes there and become a champ, but it's not bad.
Alex, man, he's a gangster, dude. He's gonna go there. If you put a fight in front of him that interests him.
Bro, he didn't shoot any chickens in the world, bro. How are we gonna shoot a human?
No idea what that means.
Strong.
Khamzat Chimaev just sent a savage warning to Tyron Woodley. He's promising absolute chaos, and with both guys talking tough, this matchup could get wild real quick.
I don't need to go into all of that stuff. However, what I do respect about Khamzat Chimaev is that this man doesn't pace himself. I don't think he can pace himself if he wants to try. He just wants to kill everybody. And I absolutely love that about the guy. However, this is
Khamzat's cardio is already scary, but this shows why it could become a nightmare for Woodley. He keeps pushing non-stop, recovers fast, and comes right back with the same pressure.
To do that to me, he's gonna be working the whole time.
Right.
He trains so fucking hard that he puts out everything in that 5 minutes. That 1 minute gets him right back. It's almost like he approaches that at like 5 different fights. Like, you know what I mean? Because in that 1 minute, he comes back down, and then he goes back out there again. Drake.
Khamzat isn't buying Woodley's macho talk. He says the moment the punches landed, Woodley wanted his coach to slow things down. That's a brutal accusation, and Khamzat is doubling down.
Trying to, like he say, I'm man, I'm this, I'm that, I'm against the game. He's trying to be some macho man. You're not macho man. When I punch you hard, you went to your coach and said, please tell the guy, go easy. No, fuck off, man. What are you talking about? I beat you up. Was running from.
But Woodley isn't backing down. He says the hard work is already done. He's in shape, and he's ready to ride this momentum all the way into the fight.
Shad's been talking over the last week or so, and maybe a few more after that. So I'm gonna keep it rolling. I already got in shape. I already did all the hard work. I might as well just ride the gravy.
And this is where things get real. Cormier says Khamzat finally responding could turn all the trash talk into an actual fight. The tension is officially boiling over.
The most important thing you can do is poke and prod and poke and prod and poke and prod and hope that that champion responds to you. The moment Khamzat started responding, you start thinking, wow, this might actually happen. Because Khamzat is going back and forth.
Jon Jones knows what real danger looks like. And even he says people fear Khamzat. That tells you everything about the kind of threat Woodley is dealing with.
Khamzat, I'm a big fan of Khamzat. I don't think he has any reason to toot my horn or to even be humble. He doesn't have to be. I mean, people, heavyweights.
Chael explains why Khamzat's wrestling is so different. He doesn't just grab and hold the legs, he locks behind them, gets his hips in, and starts controlling the entire position.
And there is a couple of things that Chimaev does differently from an X's and O's standpoint. But first off, he does not grab the legs. He does not hold the legs. He locks his hands behind the legs, number one. And number two, he gets his own hips in.
But Khamzat takes it even further. He says he doesn't care about the belt. He wants to smash people, make money, and now he's calling for Islam next.
I wanted to smash that ref too, but I hold myself back. But anyway, I make some good money. I don't care about this belt, bro. Useless, cheap belt. Dana White paid $10 to make these belts, bro. I gonna throw this shit away when I get home. I just like smashing people and making good money. And I wanna fight Islam next. I gonna smash his face in. He's not good, brother. I'm telling you, he's not my level. He can go get help from
Michael Bisping is making one thing crystal clear. Woodley cannot sit back and simply defend Khamzat's takedowns. He has to move forward, throw hard, and force Khamzat onto the back foot. Because if Woodley gives him control, Bisping believes the consequences could be brutal. This fight needs pressure, damage, and chaos from the opening bell. For Woodley, standing still against Khamzat could be the worst possible game plan.
He says that I'm not going to go out there and defend takedowns against Khamzat Chimaev. No, I'm going in there to kill him,
I don't see him coming in with a different game plan, and me neither. I'm going out there to attack. I'm going there to kill him. I'm not going out there to defend Khamzat's takedowns.
And that's the way you're going to fight Khamzat Chimaev. You've got to go forward. You cannot try and point around and use your feints and use your timing and use your jab and stick and move. No. You got to go forward. You got to swing. You got to do damage. You got to try and put Khamzat Chimaev on the back foot. Because if you don't, we know what's going to happen. Your head's going to get crushed. It's going to get popped like a balloon, okay? That is what Khamzat Chimaev is capable of. He also went on to describe a fight with Khamzat Chimaev as absolute chaos.
Dustin Poirier says Khamzat is so difficult to deal with. He forces opponents to fight at his pace. But the key could be blitzing him and doing something unpredictable before he settles into his rhythm. Joe Rogan adds another scary detail. Khamzat spars constantly and somehow gets hit less. That combination of pressure, defense, and insane training volume makes him a nightmare matchup for anyone stepping into the cage.
Pace. He has his own pace in there, and he kind of forces the other guy to fight. His opponent has to fight this pace with him. I think the best chance is to blitz him, do unorthodox things, because he wants to jab, circle, throw a kick, jab, circle. He keeps a very slow pace. He's not sprinting or trying to blast you out of there. He just
he doesn't get hit much.
Chips away, high guard, good shell.
Yeah, very good shell. His defense is extraordinary. He, one of the things he was telling me is like, I spar more than anybody and I get hit less than anybody. And that is true. Like, if you think about how much that guy spars, it's a giant.
Khamzat clearly isn't treating Woodley like some unstoppable legend. He says he watched him when he was younger, waited for his opportunity, and now believes this is the right moment. To Khamzat, Woodley is famous and respected, but that doesn't make him unbeatable. The message is simple. He waited, he got the fight, and now he wants to show exactly what happens when this so-called gangster steps into his world.
Like, I was like kid when he was fighting, like I could wait like for the title, like just waiting. I'm not top 3 and just have to wait. But I took that fight. That guy is not top, but he's famous, like everyone loves him. Like everyone talk about this gangster, that shit. But I'm gonna come for I eat the gangsters for the breakfast,
Joachim Carlson believes comparing today's Khamzat to the fighter from years ago is a mistake. According to him, Khamzat now has different strength and conditioning support, meaning this is a completely different version. That could be bad news for Woodley. If Khamzat has genuinely evolved physically while keeping the same relentless style, Woodley may be facing a stronger, better conditioned fighter than the one fans remember from earlier years.
Man, you can't compare Khamzat now this time unless like for 1-2 years ago. It's totally different. He have a different strength and condition coach now. So it's a different level now. So I don't think it's fair to...
Khamzat's coach reveals that the trash talk has a purpose. It isn't just about making noise. It's about promoting the fight, creating hype, and getting inside Woodley's head. But behind the scenes, the team is already preparing. They started planning once the fight became a real possibility. So while Khamzat is talking like a maniac publicly, his camp appears to be treating this matchup very seriously behind closed doors.
He's using everything that he have to try to promote actually the fight and create a hype around everything. And
try to get into the guy's head too, right? Like he does that really well, right?
Absolutely. But since the idea of the fight start to be, around, and people start to have some speculations about the fight to happen, we already start to...
Luke Thomas gives Khamzat's previous grappling performance serious respect. He says what Khamzat accomplished was extremely difficult, and arguably nobody else in that division could come close to pulling it off. That matters heading into this matchup because Woodley is dealing with a fighter whose grappling can completely change the fight. If Khamzat gets his hands on him, the pressure and control could become a massive problem.
Praising Khamzat Chimaev's performance in the grappling because you want to say it is extremely difficult to do what he did, and arguably no one else in that division could even come close to pulling that off. That is true. I can agree, and I do agree, in fact, that it is...
Wade Plemons is worried about something bigger than just Khamzat's danger inside the cage. He's questioning whether this fight even reaches the moment everyone is waiting for. Fight week can bring injuries, unexpected problems, or last-minute changes. And with Khamzat's history of intense preparation and Woodley carrying huge expectations, fans are left wondering, will these two actually make it to the cage and settle all this chaos?
And Khamzat Chimaev. And I'm more worried about, are we even going to get the fight? I'm worried, are they going to fight before the fight, on fight?
And now, After all the trash talk, warnings, and brutal predictions, everything comes down to one question. Can Tyron Woodley survive Khamzat Chimaev's relentless pressure? Khamzat has made it clear he isn't here to play safe. He wants to smash, dominate, and prove that Woodley is simply out of his league. But Woodley says he's ready, confident, and willing to attack. That's what makes this matchup so dangerous. Khamzat believes he can break Woodley. Woodley believes he can shock the world. No more talking, no more hype, just two fighters stepping into the cage. When that bell rings, somebody's game plan gets tested.